Mark here for another Wisdom and Knowledge Five. Well, this week I want to touch upon the amount of brainwashing that is going on, and people, either are in denial or they don't even realize that they are being brainwashed by propaganda, whether it be, mainstream news, media articles. First off, if you're still following the news, please stop following the news. It is one propaganda piece. It is all cause to divide humanity, and there is no need for people to be sucked into that. And I understand if you're, looking at things, to see the lies, to see through what they're doing or whatever. But if you're buying into this garbage, you really need to, be able to discern what is right, what is wrong, and to think for yourself. And the one thing that, and we touched upon it last time on Wisdom and Knowledge 5 when Matt Lambman came on to talk about his speech in Edinburgh, uh, Scotland, that is coming up in March. We talked about what it is like here, and the bottom line is people need to realize that if they just stood up for humanity instead of playing this divide game, instead of saying, oh, this person's going to save us, that person's going to save. First off, that is destructive. That is not how it's, going to go. Nobody's going to save you. You have to think for yourself. You have to actually do things for yourself to, you know, stand up for all of humanity. And that's what it is. And Matt brought up a great thing in his speech, they keep us divided, and they really do. They keep us divided by, political nonsense, by religion nonsense, you name it, and then they put things into TV shows, they put things into movies, they brainwash you that way. The amount of brainwashing that's going on, and you even tie it back to people who are, buying into, this camp said this or this person said that, uh, this politician said this. First off, if you're still sucked into the, paradigm of one of these political figures are going to save us, it's just not going to happen. That's not, what they're about. They're all part of the same anti-humanitarian club. There's no reason. We weren't put on earth to bow down to these people, to worship these people, to believe in their false narratives, because they are false narratives. And it's spellcraft. That's exactly what it is. When somebody gets up there and speaks, thank you, praise me, praise. No, no, I'm sorry, I will not do that. And there is a lot of people that have woken up to this, that do, care about all of humanity, that get it. But then there's a lot of people that are just sucked into it left and right. And what really matters is taking care of your health, caring about humanity. And there's so many issues, that are overpassed with, everything that happened. And it happened way before, the COVID era. It was going on way before that. But, that brought it into the broad spectrum. And so many things, did not add up during that. And so many people saw that it did not add up, but they're still sucked into, I gotta believe in, these political scumbags who are, like I said, anti-humanitarian to save me. And that's not the case. That's not what this world is about. That's not what we were put on earth to do. And if you look at the lies of these, whether it be TV shows, movies, or whatever lies, propaganda, whatever you want to call it, spellcraft, witchcraft, you name it, you can just see, what is going on. That every day, a new thing is coming out, whether it be this, that, or the other. And let's get into some articles. I'm not big at all. I don't follow the news. I don't watch the news. I don't get sucked into one camp versus the other. I don't whatsoever. I just popped up today for this program to see, you know, what's going on. Because someone who's out here like me, talking the truth, talking about what's going on in this world, caring about all of humanity, you kind of want to see, exactly what is going on. So let's get into this right now. Hold on. And here we go. Right here. Look at this article right here. Elon Musk declares whole civilization is at stake, and he's the only solution. Elon Musk has often warned of the end times approaching, and now the ex-boss declared our whole civilization is at stake thanks to modern tech, with entrepreneurs like him is the only solution. Yeah, with his Neuralink. Yeah, right. Do not buy anything this guy is saying. He is another puppet. He is another face of evil. Neuralink is totally, you know, uh, it is insane. And just stop buying the lies. People love him because it's like, he owns X and X is free speech. And if you're on X, I'm on X. I don't use it that often. Very rarely do I use it. I'm not here to say, don't be on X. I'm not here because I'm all about freedom. I'm all about doing whatever you want. I'm just saying, do not buy into this guy's lies. Do not whatsoever. Do not say he is for us. He's not for us. He is against us. They all are. It is a giant club. And if you look at, because Matt and I were talking about geoengineering last week, and, I've talked about it before on this podcast. There is a fire in Texas, Smokehouse Creek fire in Texas, now state's second largest blaze on record after scorching more than 500,000 acres with flames spreading at rate of 150 football fields every minute. And wildfires sweeping across the Texas Panhandle have prompted evacuations, power outages, and temporary shutdowns at a nuclear weapons facility. And it says further, the flames spread an average rate of 150 football field per minute, according to CNN meteorologist Brandon. Oh yeah, because it comes from CNN or Fox or whatever crap hole, agenda-based media, which is all owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. Uh, you're supposed to buy it. No, no, and I'm not saying that this isn't going on. We just don't. Is this a part of their agenda? More than likely. And that is how they do it. Look at this, over 5,400 people in Texas were without power Wednesday morning, according to Power Outage .us. And it's funny when you think, it's not funny, but it's very ironic, I should say, very convenient that it says right here. It's funny because about a year ago, well, a little over, I would say about 10 months ago or so, we had the Canadian wildfires. And down here in North Carolina, they were blaming the smoke in the air on the Canadian wildfires, which is absolutely absurd. It's not going to get all the way down here, and they were doing fires down here. So obviously but you look at this, lumber burning, and this caught my eye right away because you can pick these things out of these articles. Lumber burning from the Smokehouse Creek fire in a storage yard in Canadian Texas. So you have the Canadian wildfires, and then you have this fire conveniently in Canadian Texas. Very ironic, very convenient to me. Seems like this, yet again, is part of their agenda. And anyone affected by this, I feel for you if you're living down there. I truly do feel for you. this is propaganda. I mean, this is something that they are doing more than likely, that was orchestrated more than likely, I would say. And you feel for people in that area, but when is it going to stop? When are people going to realize that all sides, whether it be the media, whether it be politicians, whether it be people like Musk, all these people, they're against humanity, and they'll be very well spoken. They'll think that they're for you. They'll act like they're for you. People get sucked in saying, these people are for me. I gotta buy into their brainwashing. I gotta buy into their lies. And let's get to another article right here. And I know it's political, but look at this. I know it's the publication Politico. The government really is spying on you and it's legal. You think consumer data has become a lucrative commodity and the US government is buying. The freak out moment that journalist Brian Tao on a 5-year quest to expose the sprawling US data surveillance state occurred over a wine-soaked dinner back in 2018 with a source he cannot name. The tipster told Tao that the government is buying up reams of consumer data information scraped from cell phones, social media profiles, internet ad exchanges, and other open sources, and deploying it for often clandestine purposes like law enforcement, national security in the US and abroad, the places you go, the websites you visit, the opinions you post, all collected and legally sold to federal agencies. Well, we know that these type of things are going on. We, don't buy everything that you say in these articles, of course, but there are things going on. We already knew this. And we have been, speaking about this all along, the ones that are really in tune as to what is going on in this world. And another thing that I want to show is this channel. I highly recommend that you follow it. John Levy or Levi. It's great because he talks about, history and shares old photos and shows that our history was a lie and just things, that don't add up. And they're only 20-minute videos. They're great. He has 310,000 subscribers. He'll go through old photos, explaining things. He'll go to different sites, you name it. It is a really good channel to follow. And another website that I wanted to talk about is actualactivist.com. This is Matt Lamon's website where you can get information, daily, or if not, weekly, posts that he puts, writing articles, information on chemtrails, vaccines, 5G, fluoride, GMO, health, and also his shop. So bottom line is, with everything that's going on, learn, if you haven't so far, and there's a lot of people that have, but if you haven't so far, learn how to be able to discern what is real, what is fake, what is really going on in the world. Care about things that matter, care about all of humanity, because we are all affected here with what is going on in the world. It is, and basically, we have the power to be the solution. Not these parasites, not the ones who are sucked in, who are controlled by the WEF, by the elites, by everyone, you name it. We have the power to think for ourselves. We have the power to, whether it be anything going on, we can take care of ourselves. We have the power, and that is the final thing. That is what we have been given. And expand. I want to encourage people to get out there, enjoy nature, do things that you enjoy doing, and being a light to everyone. And if you are into a situation where you're sucked into this nonsense, where you are, buying up one side versus the other side, one side's better than the other side, or you name it, you can break free from that. you can break free from that and just live for yourself and care about all of humanity, because that's what we were put here on earth to do. That's what I believe, that we are put here on earth to do. We are not called they want this conquer and divide. They want to destroy humanity. They want humanity at each other's throats, saying this and that, this and that, and that. No, we don't have to play their game. We don't have to buy into their nonsense, because it is straight up nonsense. We can think for ourselves. We can do things for ourselves, and we can take care of our own life ourselves. We don't need someone telling us what to do. We don't need someone, cheering us on. We can take care of things ourselves. And that's why I'm out here, because I know that I can think for myself. I can do things for myself. I can discern what is right, what is wrong. And I know that, like I said before, I have the power to be the solution for myself and to care about all humanity. Next week, I'm going to have a great, episode. It's going to be a special weekend podcast episode where I'm going to get into the subject of cancer, because so many people are affected by cancer. So many people, don't fully comprehend it, don't, understand. And we are gonna just, my guest, Allison and I, we are going to, you know, bring it front and center with examples, show, clips from doctors, you name it, break everything completely down, and it'll be a special weekend episode. But I just wanted to come on this week and just, talk about what is going on in the world, the propaganda, and just caring about all of humanity, as I have, stated before in previous episodes. And also, as everyone knows, the censorship is real, and especially on platforms like YouTube and Instagram. If you are on Instagram, be sure to follow me at the link below that is in the comments on Instagram. Share. You can support me by sharing the post, sharing the episodes, you name it. Uh, it's funny because, even free speech platforms like BitChute only allow X amount of, video. So 2 GB file size of video. So you can't even, add your intro or whatever in there and have it fit. It's ridiculous. But I want to encourage everyone to continue to speak out, continue to stand for all of humanity, and click that subscribe button if you liked what I have to say. And be sure to share these episodes out, and there will be more great guests coming up in the near future. And thanks so much for tuning in today on a hard-hitting, impacting Wisdom and Knowledge 5, sharing wisdom, both wisdom and knowledge. Thank you so much, and take care, everyone.